All right, Shalom. First and foremost, if I get started, I'm going to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Akwadash. I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the hopefully elect on the foreground, pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song that you brought in the bar. I just come with this little quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Shai. And basically, they struck something in the spirit. All right, as you can see these two couples that was just explaining how their marriage didn't work. All right, as they went down to the city court or the city councils to get married. All right, as in the term of the way of America, and this very off, and it would never work. All right, it would never work. Because the way of America, Babylon the Great, and how they conduct marriage is putting a woman over the man, which the Lord, through the scriptures, all right, we read to get understanding, the man is the head of the woman. So I'm going to play this little video, and I'm trying to make sense to it. And Lord willing, y'all brothers to be edified while I lay the law down, man. Play this little video. Just read it. Right. So when you think about marriage, like I spoke on earlier, the ways to how America, put the woman above the man and the woman have all the rights in a marriage, it will never work. It will never work. Why? Because a woman is meant to be led, not to be a leader. So that's why they said, they had, prayed to the Most High. They prayed to God, which is the true name is Yahweh. All right, and they say we fasted and prayed, because that's the only how it's gonna work, when the woman allowed a man to lead. You see that? It will never work when a woman been in authority, because a woman do not supposed to serve authority over a man. A woman place to be submissive and listen. All right, and to be guided. But like I say, through the curses, we go through these things, because Deuteronomy 28, all right, is undefeated. And we'll stay undefeated till Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, send Yahweh Shai, man. All right, to set everything back in order, because everything is out of order. All right, due to who ruling. All right, this current system, which is Esau Edom. But it's all fit prophecy. I just want to make this example. All right, because when you go into Mark, let me go to Mark real quick. When you go to Mark, because there's a right way how to do it. And we coming back to our inheritance, keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, rehearsing the righteous acts. So it's a way to go about you having for a man, you having a woman, and then for a woman, you having a husband. See, it's a way to go about, and it can work. But long as you being under the subjection, the rule of America, which is the Edomites, and how they not predict marriage, but it's in the sense of predicting marriage, because it's not according to the Bible, it will never work. So this is Mark 10:7. And it says, "For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and cleave to his wife, and they twine shall be of one flesh. meaning one mind. So then they are no more twine, but one flesh. We therefore, it said, what therefore the Most High have joined together, let no man put asunder. You see that? Because when you go, like say the Most High made the connection between you and your husband. But when you go before the judge, go before these wicked ass pastors and preachers, go before, the courtrooms, you allowing that man, which is basically, our oppressor, our enemy, to rule over their marriage. You see? Because they have the rights to divorce and what bring y'all together. But the Most High, the Yahweh, is the one that's in control of all that. That's why it would never work. Especially the free liberty that he give the woman in the marriage. All right, because when the man leaves the woman, or the woman leave the man, file a divorce, the woman take half of everything, or down to everything. But that's not written in the Bible when it comes down to divorcing. You see, it's way off. Because when you go into 1 Corinthians, I need to let me play this video, and I'm gonna read 1 Corinthians the other jump, but y'all can just still see, and y'all can watch them words as y'all hear me. So salaki on that. So this is 1 Corinthians, all right, 11 and 3. It says, but I will have you to know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shai is the Most High Yahweh. All right, but this is something that Apostle Paul was speaking. That's why when you go up to verse 1, he said, be ye followers of me, even I also of Yahweh Shai. You see, so we have to obey, all right, what Apostle Paul is laying down, which is, how can I put it, good information, so to speak, sound information, But we understand, like, through the curses, all right, because like I say, the head of every woman, right, is who the man, because that's what Yahweh by Hashem Shai set it up from the beginning. When you go to Genesis 3:16, all right, the Lord said this. He said unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows and thy conception, and sorrow that shall bring forth children, and thy desire shall be what to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. You see that? But when you go before the government, you know what I'm saying, they put the woman over the man. Backwards. That's why they said we fasted and prayed, so they put it in the Lord's hand instead of going down to the courtroom. Because, people go to marriage counseling. You know what I'm saying? They seek counseling throughout, other people's relationships. That never worked. Because the only one truly can fix it is who? Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why we had to pray. So it stems back to what? The curses. All right, as in Deuteronomy 28 and 54, it says, and so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards his wife and his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. So that's a curse upon us, as we continue, all right, to see these things throughout other people's relationships, other people's homes. They got it all on Instagram, social media. How people, go through problems with their husband and wives. That's the curses. That's how you know and who identify as the children of Israel. That's how you know that. Why? Because they suffering, all right, the same thing that's all written. But also going to Jeremiah 31, because it's that new thing, all right, which is go back to that pact with Eve and the serpent in the garden, because now this will actually, you know what I'm saying, behold us right now as I speak. Deuteronomy 30, it's like a Jeremiah 31 and 22. It says, it says, how long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in earth. A woman shall compass a man. See, that's a new thing in earth. All right, and we seeing it. We seeing how the woman rule over the man. But Apostle Paul said he has served no authority than woman. All right, it's like that a woman served no authority over the man, but she shall learn in silence. Be aware of all under subjection. Under who? Her husband. But when it come down, all right, to the way of the marriage in Babylon, no, the woman got to say so. All right, the man is to bow down to her woman, to his woman, all off. You know, that's why through prayer and Yahweh Shema Shai, it can only work, not through, you know what I'm saying, going down to the courthouse for marriage. Because what's marriage according to the Bible anyway? Marriage is sex. All right, instead of that ring being put on your finger, it was her virginity, that token, which was their blood. All right, when you go into Deuteronomy 22, I got ready to go. Deuteronomy 22 and 13. All right, it says, the enemy man take a wife and go into her, all right, and hate her. All right, it said, and give occasion of speech against her and bring her up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, when I came to her, I found her not a maid. All right. It said, then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth tokens to the damsel virginity unto the elder of the city and the gates. Let's see what that token is. It said, and the damsel father said unto the elder, I gave my daughter to this man to wife, and he hated her. It said, and lo, he have given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. Meaning what? He had that sheet, that cloth. Meaning what? When you make with a, you know, we have sex with a woman for the first time, maybe second time, you bust. It's a thing called busting the cherry. All right, and that's their blood. But back in the ancient time, they'll lay a cloth down, and y'all, you know, get together, do y'all thing, and their blood would be that token for her virginity to say what? We are married. Instead of that ring being put on your finger as a Babylon do, all right, their blood was the token. Their blood was symbolic of their ring. All right? And that's what it says in the elder in Salakia. It says, and lo, he have given occasion a speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. So he had proof. So not that ring, but the blood was the proof of them being married. And I'm gonna go to Genesis real quick to prove it. This is Genesis dealing with Sarah, Abraham and Sarah. All right. It says Genesis 24, all right, and 67. It says, so like it, Isaac, so like Isaac and Sarah. It said, Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah. Isaac and Rebekah, and they said, and she became his wife. You see that? It took her. And she became his wife, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. All right, so sex complement marriage. Complement marriage, Salakia. All right, sex is really marriage. All right, and that token of virginity, their blood, would be symbolic of their ring. You know, so like it said in Mark 10, the Most High brought y'all together and let no man cut asunder, meaning what? Take you apart. And the so-called white man have the ability to do that, all right, when y'all go before him in them courthouses, man. It will never work that way. All right? It's only work when you actually go according to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible. So Lord willing, y'all brothers to edify next time. Shalom. Baba Baba Raka Akim.